Before I even stepped into the audition room for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I had to sign an NDA. No script, no prepped, just walked in blind and figured it out on the spot. And let me tell you, for someone like me who rehearses everything, that was terrifying. But guess what? I booked it. And the secret? It wasn't just about my acting. It was about something most actors completely ignore when auditioning. And I'll tell you exactly what it is. So here's what happened. I got the audition notice for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Super exciting, right? But before I could even go, I had to sign an NDA. For those of you who don't know what an NDA is, it's a non-disclosure agreement. And that meant no script ahead of time, nothing to prepare, just walk in, get the pages, and go. Now, I had an acting coach who used to say either wing it or rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. And I come from the school of rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. So naturally, I was nervous. So here's the kicker. I had never seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. before. I know, don't kill me. But I knew I had to do something fast. So what did I do? I binge watched the show. And while watching, I noticed something that most actors wouldn't even ever think about. TV shows have something called a color palette, a set of colors that define the look and the feel of the show. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., their color palette was all grays, dusty blues, periwinkles, and light lavenders, right? Now, my role was Aunt Cindy, that's all I knew, and she was a wedding guest. So what did I do? I went out and found a periwinkle dress. I did my hair like I would do if I was going to a wedding. And I walked into the audition. I grabbed the script. I looked at it one time, you guys. And before I could overthink it, I said, I'm ready. And guess what? I booked it. And when I showed up on set, what color did they put me in? Periwinkle. I cracked up because without even knowing, I'd already fit right into the world of the show before I ever stepped foot on set. So here's the lesson. What you wear to an audition or on camera, it's not about wearing a full costume. Casting doesn't need that. But if you understand the look and the feel of the show, if you can make yourself visually belong in that world, you make the casting director's job easy. And I can't tell you how many roles I've booked simply because I dressed like I was already on the show. When you walk in, or even when you send in a self-tape, you want them to look at you and say, yep, that's our character, right? And if you think this doesn't matter, let me tell you, it does, right? I've seen actors lose out on roles just because they didn't fit into the world of the show, right? Oh, here's a funny little bonus. When I went in for my costume fitting, my mom was visiting me and she came with me and she wanted to come with me, right? But even though she had no idea what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was, they still wouldn't let her into the fitting. Like, top secret, right? It cracked me up. So here's my challenge for you guys. Next time you have an audition, take a few minutes to research the show. You should be doing that. Look at the color story. Look at how the characters dress and adjust accordingly. You don't have to go full costume, but subtle things make a huge difference. And if you want more audition secrets like this, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment below. Have you ever booked a role because of what you wore, or do you have an audition horror story? Tell me. I want to hear it. I want to read all of them. All right? Thanks. See you next time.